anybody comes on, I have my laptop here. I'm gonna be looking at it to see if anybody comes. Let's just bring it up here. Let's see. Let's see. Are you there? Am I here? I hope you're all having a great night. If anybody's here, let's see. Come on. Do you think? Yep. Oh, there I am. Here I am. Okay. So now I can read my comments here. If anybody comes on, otherwise I'll be checking. So now I can read my comments here. If anybody comes on. Now let's put it here where I can see. There's the chat. Okay. So in case nobody comes on, but hello, whoever's here, I say hi to you. It is, what time is it? It's 9:41. It's almost 10 o'clock. I don't know which part of the country you are in. Well, hello, Regina. Is it your bedtime yet or getting close? I'm happy to see you. I thought I would just come on for a little while and chit chat with anybody that came on. I brought in here a few different things I could have some talk in case nobody showed up, that I wouldn't have anything to. Let me pull this up where I can see the conversation is over here, I think. Okay, there. Okay. I do have it on my laptop where I can read. Usually when I'm doing my live for the music, I don't have my laptop sitting there, but this time I do. Today was when I walked in the house from being uptown, it was 90 degrees on my porch. Now, I don't know how long it's going to stay that, but inside it's so cool. It's unbelievable. So that's always nice. This house does stay cool, and I'm very thankful for that. It's well insulated. So I went to the dentist. Thank you for giving me the thumbs up too. I appreciate that. And if you can, I know Regina is here, and if anybody else comes on and you don't mind saying hi, I would appreciate it. But let's see. Yes, I am tired. Yes. I never did find out what you worked at, if you don't mind my saying that you did the get up early to get my taxes done. Oh, yeah. After you get my age, last year they told me I didn't really need to, that I wouldn't have to. Now, if I earn big money, then I would have to, I'm sure. But at the category I'm in, they say that it's okay that I don't. I'll be 80 in June. I know you all know that if you've watched me very long. I say that too many times, I guess. I'm thankful that I'm still here to tell you that. I did go to the dentist today, and actually the video that I'm putting out that I've already got made, I'll put it up at about 11 o'clock tonight or thereabouts, that you can watch it tomorrow if you want. I'm telling about going to the dentist and the eye doctor today. So I had quite a little busy day, but it was a good day. I didn't mention on my video that I had my granddaughter that was here from Arizona. She went back. Let's see. I have been a men's. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. Hairdresser. I love it. That is awesome. And just for men only, or does women come there and do the hair? Also, do you do women's hair also if they don't mind? That is awesome. Wow, I love it. And talking about hairdressers, my daughter-in-law, okay, yes, men. Okay. My daughter-in-law went to beauty school, and she loves to do hair. So last time I had her cut mine, and I'm hoping she'll do it again because I really liked it. And it still looks short, but then it gets to the place I don't know what to do with it. So I tend to get it cut shorter than I like, and then it gets out, and then I'm thinking, oh my goodness, it's time. It's been that way for years, so I go back and forth from this. but it's all basically the same. So let's see. I was telling you about my, oh yeah, your hair. Oh, why, thank you. I appreciate that. Uh, Sometimes I think it looks better on the camera than it does in real life. And right here, I really have to watch. Right here, it separates. I really have to watch that one a lot. In fact, my sweet daughter-in-law, the one that lives here, not my new daughter-in-law. Well, both of them live here. My one that's been here almost ever since I was married to my husband. Let's see. I think they already hit their 40th anniversary. She will do this for me. Oh, she's such a sweet girl. I love my girls. Anyway, my two sons and my two daughter-in-laws and my son's daughter that lives in Arizona, they were here for dinner the other day, and it was an impromptu dinner. Actually, Lynn, my daughter-in-law, number one, not that she's, yeah, anyway, longest one. She suggested we all get together, but it never worked out. And so in the time, nobody got back to her. And so then at the time, my son had to go to work later that day, the young one. And so they ended up, I said, well, why don't you just all come here? So I went to Costco, and this was a fast, and it really turned out good. I was pretty happy with it. I went in there looking for food that would be easy to make, and I had in mind like maybe pasta or something like that. And so I looked in the frozen section, and they had these raviolis. They were chicken. Well, first off, I was going to just get the 5 cheese one and then get a rotisserie chicken to cook. But they are remodeling that area, and they didn't even have any rotisserie chickens. So I had to go a different direction. So what I did is I went double back and I had my 5 cheese. Well, they're not raviolis. They're the little twisty ones. I forgot what they're called. That you put a sauce on. You cook a sauce with it. And then, so I double back and got the raviolis that had cheese and chicken in it. And so I had plenty of that. And my friend, the one that gives me all these clothes, actually she gave me this one. It's still too cold today, so I still have something under it for warmth. These little tops are pretty lightweight. She had given me a jar of Alfredo sauce. It was a pretty good sized one. And I thought, I'll taste of that. I knew I had some more sauces. So I opened it and tasted of it. And I thought, oh, this is good. So I warmed it up, and then I cooked all those noodles separate. I had 2 bowls, put the sauce on it, and then bought a big salad, bought some non-garlic bread, and some fresh green beans. And let's see, and then I opened a can of corn because Gordon, my oldest son, he's pretty picky on his vegetables, and I know he likes corn. So that's what I made. Oh, and it really turned out good. Now, I didn't make any dessert. Usually I would do dessert, but it was delicious. And I got lots of it left. Well, I sent all the chicken home with them. And then I divided the noodle portions up in the freezer bags and put them in. And if you seen my video the other day, we went to the Chinese restaurant. I had got a lot of chow mein. It was a veggie. And I portioned that out. So I got about 3 and 3. 3 meals of chow mein and 3 meals of the pasta in my freezer. I'm sorry. All of a sudden, this is going awry. So anyway, it turned out really good. And so I have leftovers. Oh, and I still have a tub of the greens. I actually got two greens that day. I got the Caesar. There goes the car. It's loud. Can you hear it? I got the Caesar salad that you just mixed together, and I added a little bit of extra lettuce in with that. And I'm growing green tomatoes outside my front door that actually they're from the greens. You know, you buy green onions and you cut them down to near the end, and then you put them in water and let them grow. Well, I put them in, after a little while, I put them outside in my flower pot, and that's working. I got everything. Okay, fish tacos. Oh, those are good. You'll enjoy those. Yeah, really good. Do you have the coleslaw? You're gonna put coleslaw or coleslaw mix or cabbage, whatever. Shredded. That's good. You'll like that. I really like that. I like sour cream and salsa on mine. Now that last time I didn't have any good salsa, so I needed to buy some. Sometimes I just make it up. I like cilantro. Some people don't. Oh yeah, shred that cabbage good. Actually, I have a head of cabbage I need to do. I think I might make a cabbage. I have one recipe I really like. Actually, I have a video on it that I did quite a while ago, that I did a cabbage soup. It's got some spices in it that's not a normal in it. And I really need to look and see if what I need, and there it is again. Okay, sorry. So I probably will make some of that. When I lived in North Dakota, they used to make a cabbage dish that was so good. Different ones would make it, and it had cream cabbage. They made it. They cooked their cabbage, then they made a white sauce and layered it. I don't think they had cheese in it at that time. Cheese would be good. But that was so good. I remember always loving their cream cabbage. Have you ever tried it like that, or do you think you would like it? This is turning into a food talk. Actually, these are what I pulled out today is kitchen survival guide. Cook this, not that. Now that's for losing weight. Now these things that I cook, the both of those meals are not real low calorie, so you gotta really go portions or you're in trouble. Tomorrow's weigh-in day, and actually I did pretty good today. So I mean, I could have done better. Every day I could do better, and I already finished my recumbent bike for 45 minutes today, so I'm ahead of that. I still have a sore mouth because I got a new I have the temporary crown on. Thankfully, I didn't need a root canal. So I was really happy about that. That saved a few $100. But, you know, my mouth is kind of sore right now. I guess the numbness is wearing off. But this guy is so gentle. I have to tell you that. I'm really happy about that. You know, I know I've switched gears here. I'm going to be like Grandma Lois. When I was leaning, because I was in the dentist chair about 3 hours today. And as I was leaning back there, and I was thinking, you know, it's really a miracle that I am so calm. Used to, I would have been a nervous wreck. Actually, at times in my past, many years ago, I was so scared that I would pass out. Actually, the first time that my parents took me, I was a teenager, and I passed out. I was so scared. And then the dentist wouldn't do my teeth because, you know, he was afraid something else was wrong with me. Dentists make me very nervous. Yeah, you're right. So the dentist at that time, when I was a teenager, wouldn't see me. He said, I can't work on her till I know she's okay. So my parents had to take me to the doctor to make sure I was okay. I was okay. Just a bad case of the nerves that lived with me for years. gradually, just gradually, I got over it. Now, I can't tell you I love it, but I'm as calm as can be at the dentist. And that's a miracle. It really is. so, let's see. I talked about our food, and then I was going to look at this, and I talked about weighing in tomorrow. I think I'll do okay. And, it's really funny. I'm really where I don't mind being. I have my top goal. If I get past that, then I think, okay, you got to do something. And so if it inches up like a pound or whatever, then I know I got to cut back and watch out. Now, one of my worst things, and I do pretty good with it. Okay, hold on. My coffee. This is night too, and it doesn't seem to bother me. Actually, I made the pot this morning and didn't finish it. I mean, well, actually, this first cup I poured out of it because I made, I made a pour over because I didn't want to wait. I need to get another carrot because the other one finally gave up the ghost on it. It started smoking one day, and I thought, okay, that's it. It went away. Nice cup of coffee. It is good. Yeah, I like my coffee. So let's see. Oh, I was talking about my weight. Need to write myself a note. My top, if I get past 150, then that's too much. And so if I inch up, I mean, usually it's around 145, 146. But if it starts inching up, I start getting like, okay, Joyce, you got to do something, girl. And, one thing is cut back on snacks at night. I'm a portion eater. I, do very well at portions. And that's why if I go out to eat, most of it comes home and I have more than one meal. That works well to me. But it's a good thing to watch, where you're at, no matter where it is. I mean, you can be whatever. Okay, let's see. Oh, they talk about kitchen gadgets in here. Instant breakfast. I like eggs, but I just as soon have my eggs at dinner time as well as breakfast time. About the only time that I ever go out to breakfast is with somebody that wants to go out to breakfast, and that's when I'll head for breakfast. And then I almost always get a veggie omelet and some hash browns and a pancake. I know I could make pancakes here, and I have many times. It's different whenever you're by yourself and you're not cooking for anybody. I mean, I can invite people over, which I do from time to time. Not as much lately. I need to get back into it. Actually, I need to start looking for my ticket we have some traveling time. My sister and I are going to Texas, and I'm looking forward to that. But I got to get our tickets. And actually, my sister that we're going to in Texas, she called me today and she said, I hope you're planning on staying past July 4th or something like that. She said, they want us here at the 10 Killer Dam, where my cousin lives then. Let's see. And they wanted us to stay through that time there. So we'll probably be doing that. I'm glad my brother is here and my son will be here, and we'll have to celebrate my 80th birthday later when I get home or before. But my daughter that lives in Florida, my one and only daughter, she is going to meet us there in Oklahoma. I'm so excited. I said Texas, but we're driving up into Oklahoma for our reunion. If you've heard my life story, you know that my dad had 17 brothers and sisters. He made the 18th. He was number 4 from the oldest. And let's see. So altogether, they had a dozen boys and a half a dozen girls. My daddy, let's see, I said he was the fourth one. Um, and let's see, I was going to say something else on that subject. Where am I here? Um, oh, when my grandma and grandpa was dating, I don't know how much dating they did. That's my daddy's mom and dad. He told her that he wanted to have a baseball team. Well, isn't 9 on a team? 9 and 9 would make a whole team. If I'm not mistaken, that's what a team is made up of. I don't know about the extras or anything, but anyway, they got him. So, but my poor grandma, I don't know whether that was how excited or not at that time that she was when she had all those babies, but she lived to be in her 50s, so she died very young. And then, I look at the same era of time. What is my favorite Bible verse? I always like John 3:16. And then I always love the one where the peace of God. And if you ask me, and then all of a sudden I can't tell you exactly where it is. And the one where whatsoever things are lovely, kind, all that. Think on these things. I always think of that because there is so much, that we, our mind can go so many different ways, and depend on what we're thinking on. And we always need to be, serving the Lord and being mindful of what is going around. Let's see, whatever things. Yes, that's for sure. You could probably tell me right where the verse is, and I didn't have my Bible right here in front of me. But those are some of my favorites. And, and in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Those are just like, okay. And there's so many that, and I learned a lot of them, but truth is, as I'm getting older, and I never was the best at remembering things, is you can start quoting a verse, and a lot of times I can finish it for you. Thank you. Philippians 4:8, yes. And when I was in missionettes, we learned all those, had to memorize all of them, and they're there somewhere in this brain of mine. I've always learned that if I sing something, I know it better. I still know to this day my son's address, because when their little girl was little, she's in her almost 30 now, her mama taught her a song. Da 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 da. Anyway, the whole song, and it really stuck in my mind, and I can always tell you where it is. So the books of the Bible, we learn that, and so many different ones that if you learn it by the verse, and by singing it, you'll know it much better. So that's always good. And let's see. So I've been kind of rambling, but I really love it when you guys talk to me and give me a different direction to go if you want. I don't ever want to talk about discuss politics, because that's like, okay, there's all kinds of thoughts on that. I do pray God gives us the right, everything in the way He would have us to, this world to go, and give God the guide, and give the ones in leadership the guidance to do what they need to do. And I always pray for that. So, and we have to remember whatever is going on, God is in control, and we've got to remember that. What state I'm in California. I'm in the northern part of California, somewhere north of Sacramento. So, a little further. I'm not way up there. I still have a few hundred miles before you get to the Oregon border. So it's a good place to be. We got lots of things. We can go to the ocean. We can go to It is a lovely part. What state are you from, Jonathan? Okay, where do you like to go thrifting? I go to Goodwill. We have a couple of local thrifting stores that is the best. And I like them better than the Salvation Army. I still go there sometimes, and Goodwill sometimes. But you're in Virginia, close to DC. Actually, my grandson, my preacher grandson, I don't know that you've watched me enough to know, I do have a grandson that lives in Florida, and he travels all over the country. He drives to, oh, Anna. Hi, Anna. My favorite Bible verse is, nothing shall separate us from the love of God. Amen to that. Thank you, Lord, for that. Yes, I agree. Hi, Connie. Oh, this is awesome. Connie has a YouTube channel also. And you guys, I don't remember whether some of the others do. If you do, please say so, where we can make sure everybody. Anna, I'm so glad you're here. It's wonderful to hear all of you guys here. It just makes me happy. You never know whether anybody's going to come. I didn't really plan it. It's just like just whenever. Oh, yes, I'm so glad you're, yeah, that's great. And I'm so glad you're telling everybody hello. My grandson that is in, lives in Florida, evangelist. He just, in fact, I just mentioned it. I think I put a link. He was in Pakistan not long ago, preaching there. And there's somebody that asked him to sing a song with him. And they put it on, and it is just gorgeous. I put it on the link, I think it was yesterday, on a little link. You can just go to it. It's on YouTube. And so he travels all over the country, evangelizing, preaching, and more so in other places like India. Oh, the reason I said that to begin with, talking about my grandson. Oh, his name is Caleb Wampler. His ministry, the name of the ministry is Kingdom Encounters International. And he just sent me a note asking me if I wanted to go to Washington, D.C. to tour the White House. They had gotten a special permission to do it, but it was in June. And so I won't be able to. And Anna, you're in Illinois. That's awesome. I've driven through Illinois. That's about it. Actually, I've I should say rode. My ex-husband did the driving at that time. To all the states except one of the little northeast states that somehow we missed when we drove from Florida to Maine. There's one little state there, and I think it's Rhode Island. I'm not sure. I'd like to visit the White House. Actually, we did get to visit it many years ago, and we happened to be there on the day that they were given tours. That was, oh goodness, that was probably 50 or 60 years ago. My kids were little at that time. My big kids. My son is 60 now. No, wait, yes, he is 60. And my daughter's going to be 58. So they were just probably, maybe they were 10, 11, somewhere in that neighborhood of age. And my ex-brother-in-law lived near there and somehow was able to get us. And at that time, they let you go in, and we toured the inside the White House. So that was quite a little fun time. Mount Vernon, you live in Mount Vernon, Illinois. Okay. I'm going to have to get my calendar, my map out and check exactly where that is. I have a bag I carry with me when I go to the donut shop and all those kind of things. And it has a little atlas. I've carried it for years. Same thing. Oh, it's not here. I was going to grab it real fast, but. And so I have that all the time. So if we're sitting there, somebody say, oh, this is Southern Illinois. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's a good place. Now, you guys are 2 or 3 hours later than me. I'm 10:10 right now. So are you 2 hours or 3 hours later than me? I know it's some. I think my daughter's 3 hours later, so sometimes she can't call me. We have to always coordinate our time. We have did everybody get time change? 1:11. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You stay up late too, Jonathan. I do too. That's about my bedtime right there. 1:11. I'm crawling in the bed and trying to just shut my eyes and go to sleep. Let's see, 3 hours later. Yes, South Carolina. Wow, that's awesome. A lot of times when I go to bed at night, I've started watching. Have you ever heard? Yeah, you're a night owl too. I started watching or listening. I find a story on Unshackled. I've probably, you might have heard me mention this before. It's well, it was a radio station and it's radio. Well, hello there, Pacific State Northwest. This guy has been on my channel for what? A long, long time, huh? I hope you're doing well today. You're in the Pacific Standard Time. Let's see, what I was at. Oh, Unshackled. Unshackled is a Union Gospel mission in Chicago. And for years, they do stories of people that's come through the mission. And they're so interesting. It really gives you oh goodness, this young man, I don't know, are you okay with me calling you by your first name? I don't know. He's been here since March of 2023 on my channel. That's great. Yeah. I think you are the longevity one around here that I know of, as far as I know. I've been here, RC. Okay, we can call you RC. Okay, that's good. And I'll have to remember that because anyway, I lost my train of thought, you guys. Anyway, so this Union Gospel Mission, I just enjoy it. I find a story every night, and it's about 30 minutes, and I put it on, turn the lights out, and listen to the story. And it's usually like somebody that, some of them's been abused, some of them's been, went on drugs or alcoholic. Yes, unshackled. Oh, yes. It is a lot of great stories. And to me, it's a faith builder because, not everybody of your family, maybe, I don't know, maybe yours is, but there are people in my family that I'd love to see turn their lives to Jesus and come back to him. And, it gives me hope. And I mean, some of these guys, you think, I cannot believe how bad they were. And, God brought them out of it and brought them to the light and saved their soul. And now they're a walking testimony, and that can be for all of us and give us joy in our hearts. I started out talking about this. I wanted to have a subject just in case. I've watched some lives before that I would go on it and nobody would be talking or nothing would be happening. I think, what is going on? Where are the people? And so I decided if I ever did a live, I wanted it to at least maybe catch some subjects somebody might be interested in and go from there. Let's see. There is a guy in my small group who's sleeping at a UG, okay, let's see, a UG shelter in Seattle. He has to check in around 7 at night. They have some rules, and I guess I understand that they really have to do, certain things to keep the place running good. And this place there, it sounds like they even take in couples at this place. They might have different buildings in different places, but it's been around. I think it was 100 years. It was a long old time. You can check me out on that one. All you have to do is type it in and you'll find it real easy like. So that's good. So I'm glad you're going to a small group. Those are good. You can get a lot of fellowship that way. Sometimes if depending on the size of a church you go to, you might get lost in that. I mean, our church is not gigantic, but we get, we still have these groups that get together, and you get to know them. And like, if they're not there at church, you look around and think, oh, Mary's not here. I wonder what's wrong with her. Then you send her a note and let her know, boy, we missed you. Are you okay? Or, but you get a great big church. You can't do that for everybody. You can have the big church, but the little groups inside the big church. So that makes it nice too. So, I was looking at this. Have you ever had a veggie hot dog? Oh, I'm probably the only one sitting here with that eats no meat, but that's okay. I ate meat for years, and the only reason I switched is, my husband, when he was 48, he had a heart attack, and I was pregnant with my son, with our son. I was 43, and I thought, I'd already seen my mom had a 5 or 6 way bypass, and I thought, I can't do this. I got to do something. I started listening to Dr. John McDougall. He was a vegan. I mean, total vegan. I never did get to that point. I couldn't go that far. But what I did, I think it's really helped me. And that was when I was pregnant. My son is, that was 1988. Let's put it that way. Okay, let's see, in my small group. Okay, is a high school math teacher of ODEA. Okay, that goes away so fast. Okay, the most famous Catholic school in Seattle. Oh, wow, that's awesome. A small group. Okay, I love that. Yeah, that's great. I'm so glad you're getting plugged in there. Now, this is the new church you went to, right? RC? I think that's what you said, that you was going to. And let's see. Oh, I was telling you about my husband. Let's see, Joyce. Okay, Regina, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great day tomorrow and good sleep tonight. God bless you so much. That is so great. Oh my goodness. Oh, now you hear that train out there? Trains go by at all kinds of times. It's a small one, very homey. I like that. That's good. We have a prayer meeting like that I don't know, we have probably 6, and it's just most time it's every other week, but the main leader had been sick, so we kind of got displaced for a little while. But we go there and we have coffee and have a piece of cake or whatever, and then we get down to business. We don't play around. I mean, then we read a scripture and pray. And not forever, we're there and we pray for whoever needs prayer, and then we're on our way. But it's so nice. You feel that closeness of people whenever you do that. So that's a great thing. Yeah. And let's see. The last church was too big. Well, some can get gossipy. Yeah, and that's people. It's just like, okay. But that's good that you're getting them where you don't want to be a gossip. You want to pray. And then, you have to watch that too, because sometimes the prayer request can sound like gossip. Did you ever think of that? You really have to know your trusted friends too. You don't spill your laundry to everybody in the world, because, it's just not there for everybody to do. So let's see. I was telling you about my going vegetarian, and that worked out good. And my husband said, "Oh, let's do it." He got okay from his heart attack, and he did okay. We had my son. We had Josh. He's 36 now. Wow. Is that, I'm pretty sure it's 36. He was born in 88 in December. So that's, he's getting up there. And that's my youngest son. And uh, so we continued to be a vegetarian, but Richard decided after a while, he wanted to do it, but then he got to where when we'd go uptown to eat, he would have a hamburger or something. I never did get to where I cooked a lot of meat at home after that. When I have company, if you came to my house and you ate meat, I'd try to have something with meat in it, or a side dish with meat where everybody could have a little something. I've been known to make pasta with different sauces, a meat sauce and a marinara sauce, and even a clam sauce, at different times. So to cover all the bases, I was going to say I did have a heart attack. I think it might have been about 15 years ago. Now, it didn't damage my heart. Thank the Lord for that. And my mom, I don't know, this hereditary. They say, some say yes, some say no. But whether or not, I always thought, would it have been worse if I would have been eating all the fatty meats to go with it? I love my donuts. I still eat my donuts. But the rest of it, I try to eat pretty good. So how is your weather where you are? We had a gorgeous day today. It was 90, actually, it was 90 when I came in the house this afternoon. Outside, it was cooler in here. It's always cooler in here. But it's not going to stay that way. I understand it's going to go and get cooler in a few days, and we're going to have some rain again. But that's okay. I guess we need a little more rain. Several years ago, we had a real big flood in our area, and it was devastating. People lost their lives, and many homes were destroyed. But they've worked on those levees. I pray we never have one again. Have any of you been in floods or fires or earthquakes? Any of those kind of things? Now, I've been in an earthquake. They say California. I wouldn't move to California because of earthquakes. Well, I've been in two that I knew I was actually in an earthquake. One was in Illinois. Connie, it was 60 with rain earlier today. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 60 is pretty nice. Did you have sunshine to go with it, hopefully? Yeah. I like the sunshine. Yeah, sunshine. Well, the earthquakes I was in, that I knew I was in, one was in Illinois, not too far from St. Louis, over on the Illinois side. And the other one, I was in Maine. Brunswick, Maine. My ex-husband was in the military. We lived on the Navy base. And one day we were sitting there and we felt everything moving. I mean, I don't know the number on the scale, but we knew it. Well, and actually, I should say 3, because within this last year, Seattle had an earthquake in 2001. It wasn't. I remember, that you guys had some up there in Seattle area. Yeah. Not within this last year, it was significant, but not the big one. I pray we're never in the big one. I could be living on waterfront country, here if some of them say, some of the West Coast would fall off. You never know. You're real close to the West Coast there, to the water, where I'm several miles in. Yeah. This last year, I was sitting in my recliner and I felt something moving, and I thought, this is really weird. And it was a little earthquake. That's the only one I remember here. The same month, Boeing moved headquarters from Seattle to Chicago. Is that why they did it? That they didn't want the earthquake, so they moved to Chicago? Yeah, that's really interesting that I don't want to be in any, and tornadoes. Oh, when I lived back east, oh, that would scare me to death. Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. Used to when we lived in, I talk about living all over, and I did. I lived many places. I don't know whether anybody has watched my A Glimpse of My Life series. That's my whole life story. So I refer back to that quite often because, so much of it I said then, but we had, let's see, now I just had a name, a thought. The thought just left my mind. So let's see. So I'll switch gears and talk about something else till it comes back, or I won't talk about it. I'm just thinking about Grandma Lois. I don't know, has any of you watched her? She is 90, and she just she gets on there and she just chit chats, but she usually comes back to the subject she's talking about. But she did say when she tried it live, and she said whenever people would say something, it kind of should lose her train of thought. And that's easy to do, but it's okay. I'm glad you're here. I'm thrilled you're here. Oh my goodness. Oh, speaking of that, today I put 2 shorts on. Actually, it's the same short. It's really funny when you put shorts on. Some you can put it on 5 minutes or 10 minutes and then later put another one on. Now, it's the same video. I wrote on one of them, and then I put music to the other, and I shorten it by 1 second or 2 seconds. And the first one, I thought, this is not going anywhere, and I know this is such a good video. My friend is 94. You see, if you watch my videos, you see her once in a while. Her name's Susie. I meet her at the donut shop. Her husband passed away a few months before mine did, and she just loves to meet. And we meet on Saturday with a group, but on that particular day in the week, a lot of times we'll meet over there, just her and I. She'll talk about her childhood or this or that, and it's always so interesting. Well, her daughter was here this last week, that lives elsewhere, Southern California. And she, we was talking about the time that my sister and myself, we got in the floor and got up without pulling up to a chair or anything. It's good. It's good to do if you can. If you ever fall, you might need to get up. I mean, if you've got broken bones, that's another story. But if it's somehow that you haven't broke anything, you can turn a different way and get yourself up. So we was talking about that at the donut shop with her daughter, and they decided they would do that at home. So her daughter sends me a text of this video that I put on. She said she did it, and there it is. She got down, 94 years old, laid right in the floor, and got herself right up with no pulling up to chairs or anything. Nobody helping her up. She got up on her own. So that's the short. 2 shorts, same video. Little different, one music and one not. I don't know. So, I'm getting close to my being monetized. I cannot believe that. I mean, not that I think I'm going to win any lotteries or get any big money out of this. It's just, I think it's after I started doing it's kind of a goal. But the bonus is getting to meet all of you guys. It's been such a blessing, I tell you. It's given me a real reason. Now, I mean, I had a reason to live, but once your husband is gone and you're by yourself, you got your kids, but they got lives. You don't want to just make them feel like guilty because they're not coming and spending time with mama. It's okay, because I got a life too, thank the Lord. And so um, it's really been a blessing. And I've gotten to know all of you guys. That's been such a blessing to me. I'll tell you. Um, all kinds of people. People from Australia and the UK and every so often someone else that you're not even expecting. And sometimes somebody will say, and my music, you know, I've just, I've always did some music, but never very much by myself or anything till this. And it's been so wonderful. And I told myself I won't stay much past an hour. I don't know. I mean, I'd stay here as long as you wanted me to, but I know I don't want to weary people and I want, I really wanted something to be uh, interesting that maybe somebody would like. I pulled this little book out too, and I know everything's backwards because I tried to figure it out. One of the videos I was doing, on a live, it looks like everything is backwards, and I don't know how to make that whenever you do it the other way. Maybe if you had your camera turned around different and had somebody else doing it for you on the live. But they said, I didn't know you was left-handed. Well, I'm not. I'm right-handed. I said, see, this is, anyway, but I was showing the wrong hand. It's okay, Joyce. I enjoy your channel. I appreciate it too much. So very much, Anna. I really do. This book, this is just a little Think, Be Happy, Art, Inspiration, and Joy. Some of these are really cute. And I don't know that I want to show them because they'll be backwards to you. It's work hard and eat lots of sandwiches. I mean, just little cutesy things that sit with it. I don't get that one, do you? Okay. Some see the glass as half full, some as half empty. Which one are you? Some of us just grab the thing and drink it. These are kind of little funny things too. Okay. May your joy be as deep as the ocean. Wow, that's good. I like that. Some of these are just like really good, and some of them's like, I don't know. Let it flow. Oh, wait, I didn't read it right. Let life flow. Yeah. Okay, let's see what this one say. The world is round so that friendship may encircle it. That's good. And she's sitting on top of is that a well? There you go. Yeah, she's sitting on top of it. The best thing to hold onto is life, and life is each other. Audrey Hepburn said that. Oh, wow, that's neat. Do what you love, even if it means you're broke. Well, I hope you save some money where you can do it. If it's good for you. Oh, yeah, this is, okay. Step into the light. That makes me think of something. There can never be darkness as long as there's light, The light pierces the darkness in more than one way, Everything you can imagine is real. That shows a bear. I'm sure you're reading it backwards, but live simply. Do you live simply? Or do you live beyond your means? I try to live within my means. And I was just telling, you'll hear that on my video that I'm going to load in just a few minutes. I went to the dentist today. I have a new crown. Well, it's a temporary now. I haven't got the permanent. I got the permanent here. Now I got this one going. So by living within my means and not spending every dollar I had, I was able to pay for it. That's good. Practice kindness. We got to keep being kind no matter. Sometimes it's not so easy. Do you ever find somebody you wish you wasn't? You know what? Truthfully, today I found myself, I'm thinking, okay, Joyce, calm down. My son had told me, oh, sorry, my nose is itching. um, my son had called, and where I live, we can get 4 free dump passes a year. And usually, I don't take things to the dump, but whatever I have, I have my son, Josh, do it. Okay, I live below my means to make the money stretch. That is so smart. I agree. I don't have debt either. I mean, I have my PG&E and my internet and all that kind of thing, but not any like time bills that I've borrowed money to pay on anything. Today I went to, anyway, he called me and he had called to ask for our 4 dump passes for this year. And he said, I called them and he said, I can either pick them up or if you can. And I was uptown already. So I said, well, I'll go by there and get them. And they were supposed to close at 4:30. Well, I get there just right around 4:15, thereabouts. And there was 3 or 4 people in the line. Remember, this is the dump, Recology is the name of it. And they had all these different people sitting in their office, little cubicles or whatever that you could see the tops of their head. And one lady working the desk, working all the people. And I stand there. I must have stood in the line almost 20 minutes. And I'm thinking, oh, why don't some of these other people get up here and do some work? Of course, I mean, I'm sure they got their all assigned jobs and they're not, And then I get up there and I think I had everything changed whenever my husband passed away. And they said to me, did Richard Pete, because it's under Richard's name, they said, did he give permission? Did he give permission for this? And I said, well, he can't. He's passed away. He's been gone 2.5 years. Well, I couldn't call him down from heaven to ask him to sign a paper for me. No, they went ahead and gave it to me. So I said, well, I've been paying this bill all this time. Nobody else. He didn't pay it. I'm paying it. But anyway, but the idea was like so many waiting to be waited on. And some of them took a little while to get what their problem was taken care of. Actually, mine took a little longer after the girl didn't know what to do because I didn't have Richard's signature or okay to do it. He didn't give me permission. Oh, well, that's okay. Okay, you guys, I'm right at an hour now, and I've loved every minute of this. And I'll do this again as long as you guys enjoy it and chit chat with me. I love being here and I love seeing you guys. Thank you so much. I'm here all the time. So my granddaughter, she went back home. So that was such wonderful to get to be with them. And I just pray with y'all. I pray God blesses you today. And I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'm going to go load my video for the one that you can watch tomorrow, or it'll be up in a little while. God bless you so much. And I think, okay, let's see. Dave in Canada, I'm so sorry you're going to miss us. I'm getting ready to go, but you're welcome to go back for the what do you call it? Replay. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I pray God blesses you so much. And I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And see you in the comments. And God bless you. Bye-bye.